You see the shirt, right? June 4th, Houston, Texas. We out there, 2 p.m. Come see a great fashion show. We got a lot of great vendors. And we got some surprises for you. We got some great performers. I'm coming. Clothing line, www.jaieboo.com. Come out, come get some, get your laugh. Black excellence is all in the building. See some. I was a little worried though because I heard that I saw it was like 90 some degrees. I was like, cool, at nighttime it should be cool. And then I looked at the nighttime weather and it said hot.
Good evening and welcome to Hot Pink Pride Radio. I am your hostess Cherie and I am joined by my I can't talk, y'all. It's been a while. I mean, it has been a while. My host, y'all, my co-host, whatever y'all want to call yourselves. I don't, make up a name, my fairies, whatever. Gwen, Amir, AJ, T Bell, and our special guest tonight, Jaieboo Tatum, out of Houston, Texas. Okay, got this summertime fashion show coming up. But let me just say, Hot Pink Pride Radio is a community outreach program of Honey Child Ministries, and we are here to bring you whatever come our way. I mean, really, like we don't even do we don't even like have a genre. I don't think we do we? I
No,
really never have.
No,
no,
we just go with the flow.
we do
Yeah,
everything.
we do
We jump
everything.
around.
Everything.
Your one-stop shop for whatever.
We the flea market. The
Already.
flea market on
Okay.
radio.
The swap shop,
The swap
okay?
shop of the market.
Anything you want, you can get it, baby. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just looking out in front of me, in front of my spread, the things that I allow to accumulate on my desk. And I mean, it really is your one-stop shop. Y'all, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I am your mother. Cherie, you can call me all kind of stuff. The Duchess, the mother, auntie, cousin, sister, friend, frenemy, if you know like I know. Y'all say hello
Shoot.
before I stick my other foot in my mouth.
But what? Let me go first. I'm AJ Amir. Um, Check me out on my other channel. It's Webcap Nation. Like I said, this the flea market of everything where we do everything underneath the sun.
Right? Under the hot pink sun. All right. T Bell, what you got going on? You know what, AJ, you did not send me what I asked you for, but T Bell did, honey. Cause you know what? I clicked the wrong button. That's actually from the show, the last show that we did, but that was a fly video. If I do say so myself, I'ma
If I do
charge you for
say so.
that.
Nah,
They're charging everybody, baby.
mm-mm.
I'm
Um,
charging you for that one.
I was trying to be a gentle stud and let Miss Gwen go since this knucklehead right here didn't let the ladies go first. So
It's
Gwen, and
okay.
then I
My apologies.
I backdoor
It
after
is
you.
Okay, Miss Classy Gwen, we have, honey. Miss
Yeah,
Classy, when I say we got everything, I'm telling you we got everything. And Miss Classy Gwen, honey, she will preach you down. She will do a nasty show for you, write you a book, help you heal, and get you some eyelashes. The swap shop. Do you hear me?
all that. All
We
look,
do it
How are
all.
you this evening, Miss Gwen? Thank you so much for coming on and joining us.
I'm doing great. Definitely a jack of all trade, you know.
Mm,
In the Bible it
okay.
says nets, so multiple nets, because you never know what you're gonna catch.
Cast your nets, okay? Yes, ma'am. You know what I heard? I heard that you have some vending machines. Tell me about that. What is going on?
Yes, I am the owner of Classy Cosmetics, lip gloss, lashes, lipstick, eyeshadow, all of the above. I own two makeup vending machines that I'm currently looking for two locations that's busy and definitely would benefit from my services being there. But yeah, we have the vending machines that I can put product in, two different styles, two different sets. Digital, they're slim, they're not big and bulky like most vending machines, very easy and sufficient for the modern day that we live in now. So yes, I'm excited about that.
That is awesome. I'm telling you, honey, it's time. They have them all at the airport. Some are
Mm,
everywhere. So, I mean, that's what's going. I mean, it's like you're wherever. If you put it at the 7-Eleven, guess what? Who will buy some eyelashes at the 7-Eleven is me.
yes. Yeah, I'm looking for I have a nail shop that I'm waiting to hear back from, but
Hmm.
definitely start getting them nails done, you waiting and waiting. Perfect place for
Perfect.
lashes and your lipstick and your lip gloss. So I'm
That's perfect. Well,
excited.
I wish you well. I mean, I already see it. Bless it. Let me just put some little magic, wave my magic wand on it, and
Yep.
it's done.
All
It
right.
is done. Okay. And then we get to our guest of the hour, J. Boo Tatum. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How
I don't hear
y'all?
you. What's going on?
We
What?
here.
We here.
Where's
So y'all
your I can't hear you.
can't none of y'all hear me?
No,
I
I
can hear
can't
I can
hear
hear
you.
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 I can hear you.
I can't.
Ooh.
Ooh. So while you getting that sound right, we just gonna go ahead and jump into this interview with Jaieboo.
Okay.
Is that fine? Okay.
Well, let
So,
me just play this because this is why I'm J Boo is my friend
ooh.
now forever and a
Put some respect
Y'all
on
see
my
them
name.
JB runners?
Put some respect on my name. 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 All three of y'all. Put some respect on my name. Y'all understand me? I ain't
We got G. Say hey,
pulling
G.
up on you.
He's the owner
Put some
of the
respect on
hood.
my name. Put some respect on my name.
He got the Jaieboo.
Y'all finished? So y'all done. Put some respect on it. 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 That is the
They got burgers, y'all.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Infused.
Yeah,
Burgers.
put some respect on my name. You disrespecting the game. I do this shit for the money. You do this shit for the fame. You niggas think it's a game. I swear all you niggas lame. I really be going insane. Hit your ass with the bang. Nigga got respect like the Birdman. Nigga running up a check like the Birdman. I'm a big timer like the Birdman. Fuck around, Lee on the
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Well then, you know what? Because I can't hear J Boo, that means it's all on y'all. I'm just gonna sit back and y'all can translate for me.
Yeah,
And
Do it.
just
we'll try. We'll try.
okay,
So let's get on
it's
into
yours.
these.
Take it away.
Let's get on into these conversations. So Jay, everybody knows it's Jaieboo. Tell us
Jaieboo.
about. Tell us about. You got all these businesses out there. You got all your hands, over here in the para. I see you in the CBD. But tell us who influenced you as a kid, because you had to have some kind of influence to make you want to just go out there and be a entrepreneur. What did you see as a child coming up?
So, as a child coming up, as far as my hustle, I'm gonna say I got that from my father, and he's more into like he's a hustler. And I'm not sure if y'all know, but I'm half black, half Mexican. And you know how Mexicans they go hard, landscaping,
Ooh, yeah.
Everything.
sheetrocks, pressure washing, mechanics, all of that. I watched my father do all of that, and I learned from him, and he taught us as kids. Like, even when we going fishing, how to hook the knot, get the bait, do this, tying up stuff, moving, how to tie the knots on a moving truck. He took that serious with us, so I admired that, and I was like, well, he pretty much do what he got to do, make what he make, and he's successful as well. So I'm like, well, my hustling kind of came from him.
Okay. So let's pick it back off your hustle come from him. What was your first? I mean, because as me as a kid, my first little job was cutting grass or around the neighborhood and put some money in my pocket. What was your first little business you started out that like, hey, I'm addicted now. I gotta really make this my main way to make an income.
When you wanted your own money.
Yeah.
Your own money.
Okay, so the only job that really makes sense for this question would be I started off I think it was 2006. I started off at Jiffy Lube changing the oil, but they didn't let me change the oil. They made me go in the front and talk to customers because I was a girl, but I didn't want to do that. So I worked my way up, and I'm gonna go out here and these guys can teach me how to do this. Mind you, my dad, was fixing my car and stuff, and I'm looking at him. I want to fix my own car. I'm tired of paying mechanics. My car broke down when I was in high school, so I was like, well, I ain't got $300 to get it, man. I want to fix it myself. And what my dad couldn't do, I had to pay the other guy. So I worked my way up, and I've actually been in the automotive industry for 20 years now. So I'm a service manager at a dealership. So anything about cars, I know. I'm talking about even Euro cars, like
I need a brakes.
Ferraris, I see them every day. Huh?
I need a brakes, Jay. I need some brakes done on my car brakes, Jay. Why you ain't tell me this, man?
You know what?
I'm riding around no bad brakes, Jay. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Just like a black person, when they find out that you know how to do something, they come back and want it for free.
Let me tell y'all something, though, no lie. And she is 100 truthful about having some Spanish friends in your life, man. I got my brakes and my rotors done, bro, for like nothing, bro. And the dude was like, "Bring your other car. We'll charge you the same amount of money." They are passionate about what they do, and I appreciate that. So my other question to you is, with you being a minority in both, Spanish and black, how do that weighs on you as far as like being a female? Then you got so many things piling up on you as far as getting out in that industry and getting that hustle on. How does that play a role in your everyday life or your business?
Well, it's definitely a struggle, especially with being in the automotive industry, because they see me a female and they assume I don't know what I'm doing, and then they also see me a black female. So like, she don't know what she don't know what she doing. But then when I start talking to them and I'm letting them know, this is what you need, this is what you don't need, we're going to do this, let's prioritize this, we can hold this off. I'm honest with my customers. And I know I got some colleagues that's like, you need this. This is the only way it's going to work. So when they come to me, and I got a lot of their customers, a lot of the guys come to me and say, Jay going to tell me the truth. Jay ain't just about the dollar. I love the dollar. But I'm going to make sure that I'm going to tell you what you need first and what you need to fix first and prioritize your list so that, you come back to me. So it's definitely a struggle being in the industry. So I had to do things differently to get my customers. So that's what I had to do.
I have a question. Now, I want to shift it over towards what we are coming to Houston for on the 4th. I want to get into the fashion part of your business expanding. You have a new stream of income here. And of course, in that interview, you were talking about that, that you're a single mom, that you built this business. So I want to find out about this. Is this, are you building this as a source of income for you, or is this going to be establishing a legacy for your child? And what direction do you feel like as far as you're going in? Because I see that the brand, now to me, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like it's geared more towards the, stud or masculine of center presenting. And that's fine because we do need that fashion representation because we've evolved as women in the LGBT community from the, more masculine presenting women just wearing men's clothing, to now where there's actually clothing that is geared towards them and made for, the different styles and things that are represented. So, can you expound on that a little bit for me, Jaieboo?
Oh yeah. So my clothes, it's not just predominantly for like the male and the studs. It's diverse. So I actually have, sports bras. I got leggings. I got, what the girls like, the crop tops and all that. And y'all know the ladies love me, so I definitely gotta have something for the girls in my
The
brand.
Heartbreaker. She the Heartbreaker. You better have some for them girls over there. The Heartbreaker.
So I'm gonna ask a question that a lot of the ladies probably want to know. What is the meaning? Like, well, you already know the Heartbreaker.
Yes, that was the question.
What's the meaning behind it? What started that?
Put some speck on my name. Speck on my name.
Okay, so I actually have a couple of meanings. So, Heartbreaker was kind of like a nickname, right? So it's like, okay, well, it is what it is. Everywhere I go, they're like, oh, you want to break
Is this about some toxic relationships you done been through or something?
Y'all see that good hair over there? Girls be flocking to their good old hair.
But you know what? But it could go vice versa. It could have been her heart got broken. You can't assume because the way she looked that she ain't got her heart broken
she
either.
Did.
I'm just saying it could have a meaning. It's a deeper meaning behind it.
Not one or two, but
it is
about 12 females out there that's
I like to read into stuff. I like to read into stuff behind the stuff. So yeah.
Y'all just making up stuff. They done just made up a whole.
No, we ain't making up nothing.
They done put you in about 4-5 different relationships with 10-15 different people. Tell us the real. We talking about the fashion, but really and truly, that the name. Where does it come from, and did it influence your current situation and all that kind of thing?
So yeah, the name actually influenced my brand. So I feel like everyone has been through a heartbreak, right? Whether it was your pastor, your child, your mama probably broke it. Don't matter. So I feel like my heartbreaks made me stronger. So when I was coming out with this line, I was like, well, people ain't gonna really like it because I'm calling myself the Heartbreaker. And then I got other people, man, do that. So what? Ain't nobody gonna, it's either they gonna love you or they gonna hate you. It is what it is. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stick with it. So I actually, it's part of my life. And then it's my nickname. So I put it together. I'd have been through a bunch of heartbreaks and it actually made me stronger. So I'm like, well,
let's talk about that.
My heartbreaks? Y'all want to talk about that?
She put you on the spot, Jaieboo. She said, let's talk about that.
Well, this is the swap shop. We talk about everything up in here. So, it's up to you.
Well, I mean, it ain't. I'd have been brokenhearted by my supervisor, by my friends and stuff. So it's not specifically for relationships.
But you said the pastor, I was like, ooh, the pastor.
I mean,
the religion.
They come with their lives.
Yes, the pastor. Pastors can get into stuff too. Don't get it twisted, Gwen. Come on in. You ain't said nothing. Come on in, Pastor Gwen, and tell them how much mess we can get into.
Understand what Jaieboo is about. Heartbreak comes from different areas. It can be spiritual heartbreak. It can be a relationship heartbreak, mental, emotional status. It's different ways that your heart can be broken and your spirit can be tampered with because of those things. So I totally get what you're saying. And heartbreak is definitely a good name because it is something that everybody's going to go through in their life. Everybody's going to have their heart broken in some shape, form, or fashion. So I love it. I like the brand. But my question is, what made you expand your brand from just clothing to the other products that you have, like the weed grinders and all of that, things like that?
Hemp.
You can't say that, Gwen.
Okay, straighten it out, y'all. We have to say the legal stuff.
I was doing the clothes. That was doing good, and then I thought about what else I can do that somebody else don't have, and I'm thinking black on. I mean, everybody got they little things, but then it's like, the Asians or whoever, they own that, and I'm like, well, I want it too, so I did my research and I figured, I can put it out there. Although I don't even do it, everybody's like, you sell this and you don't. I mean, I just sell it. Just let me
There
be
you
great.
You gotta be a consumer. You gotta be a consumer of your product.
right.
Right.
That's how you stay up on
It's a
game.
lot of people that
Matter
have
of fact, it's best if you don't be a
Yeah.
consumer of your product.
better way to sell it.
Hmm.
And
That
so
I could never be the weed.
with my
So
clothes,
we.
I actually just expanded the logo. I did something different. So, uh, my heart, you know how most hearts are just straight up. I tilted my
Yeah.
heart to the right a little bit, and as the seasons change, I'm gonna keep turning it.
I was
So,
just finna ask you
that's
something
something
about.
different.
I want to
I
ask you
like
about the
that.
design of the clothes.
I
Like,
like that.
who? What was the design solely yours, or did you have any help with that? As far as your colors, cause I loving this red right now. I got in my hand. I need to go check out that the apparel. You know what I'm saying? Got a URL, anything that we can plug that they can go online and buy.
Oh
How do
yeah.
they have to? How can they purchase?
So actually, those shirts are the new shirts that's actually dropping at the fashion show, and those shirts are predominantly for
Put some
like the
respect
studs,
on my name. Mm-hmm.
for like the studs and the males. But I do have some women that like those as well. But when I created the logo, it was all my idea, and I on purpose made sure. Yeah, show that one. So for that
I
one,
like
if you
that.
hold it up still, as you
That's
can
nice.
see,
Yeah,
like
let's
the,
hold
the
it still.
actual name, the
Hmm.
J and the Boo is broken in half. So I wanted to make sure I broke my name as well as also detailing the heart. So to make the heart really detailed. So yeah, I put that together. I didn't create it. I don't know how to do all that drawing and all that. But I gave him my vision and he did a great job with it.
That's
good.
I
that's
mean,
what's
how
up.
many of y'all got the broken letters in y'all names or any logos?
I like this.
Nobody.
I like this.
I like the originality of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a graphic design degree, and that what made me draw me in was the logo, and that's what logos supposed to do. It's supposed to draw you in and ask questions on why. It's a conversation piece.
It is.
It
You're
makes
supposed
you
to
because
stand out. Yeah.
what you told me, you know,
Mm-hmm.
no one would have guessed that's why the design is made the way it's made.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, where do you see Jaieboo, the actual brand, at in about 5 years? Where do you see it? Do you see it in stores? I know it's online presence right now. It's jumping, but do you see it's crossing over to, like you say, it's for everybody? Everybody can have a break. It ain't got to be the LGBTQ community. It could be for the straight man, the straight woman as well. So where do you
Right.
see it in the next 5 years?
I see it nationwide. I'm gonna take this all over. I just got my storefront, temporary storefront at Traders Village. So I just moved in there in May. So I'm taking this everywhere.
That's good.
I
And if
like.
for
I
the
like
people
that.
that's listening, Trader Village, I call it Trader Joe's. Dog, don't laugh at me. For a long time, I called it Trader Joe's. My wife like, it's not. It's called Trader Village. Trader Joe's is in Dallas, Arlington, Dallas area.
All in.
Arlington, man, you gonna get lost, but you got to give us the
Now
number that you
we
at.
got one here in Houston.
Oh, y'all got one there in
Okay.
Houston?
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
okay.
one in Houston. So I got the
I'm
one
gonna
in
have to come
Houston.
down
My
Thursday.
booth number is 222. So if y'all come out and
See,
check me out, 222.
I got a question. What keeps you focused and motivated? Because I know, especially, and I'm gonna say in this community, the lack of support. What keeps you focused and just, like, okay, I'm not gonna give up no matter how many doors get closed on me. What keeps you focused and motivated?
Man, you know what? It can be like the smallest thing that'll keep me motivated. I've had times where I wanted to quit. I'm like, man, I ain't really, they ain't messing with me. I guess they don't like the heart or something. I don't know. But I can just be having a regular day, right? And then it's time for dinner. And I put dinner on the stove for my son. And I'm
Okay.
looking at him and he looking at me and we eating, doing something, shower time.
All right. So just like, that's how we do. Just pow, come on the scene,
Welcome.
TC. Welcome.
Hello.
Yo, yo,
Sorry, we
yo.
were having technical difficulties, but I'm here.
You
Okay.
know what? You're not the only one. I'm just like I'm like in on about a third of this conversation. But welcome to the show. Thank you
Thank you.
for coming in. You're gonna be one of the entertainers at the show, at the fashion show. I do definitely want to shift focus to start talking about this fashion show. I know, Jay Boo, this was a labor of love for you. and putting things together and growing your brand and everything. And so, how difficult or was it difficult to get everything together and tell us what to expect? What are we going to be seeing out here at this fashion show?
It's always difficult. Oh man, running a business is difficult. And Gwen, you probably know about this part. Just getting the merch, making sure it's right. You want to make sure you got use the right t-shirts. You want to be able to get the ones that people love. They can wash 15 times and put it back on. But with the fashion show, you got to book the venue. You got to get your artists. You got to get your entertainers. You got to get everybody on board. So I've been in the industry, so I watch people do it, but this is my first time actually having to do it, which I think it'll be a success. I got y'all with me, so
gotta get your model.
And it's gonna be a big show. I got my host TC. She gonna come with the jokes. So hey, look, so she gonna come with the jokes. So so it's no offense, but she definitely coming with the jokes. Oh, I can't hear you.
So TC.
Yeah. Yes.
So TC, we didn't talk Jaieboo out, so we finna go ahead and drill you on.
You next.
You next right now. You next. You know
I'm
what I'm
like really talking. I'm really talking. I know y'all see me talking, but I'm glad y'all went on and ignored me.
I can't hear.
We couldn't put no respect in your name. We couldn't hear you.
Can you guys hear me now?
What are we even talking about? What are we even talking about?
We finna talk about TC, the comedian, right now. I'm TC, right? I want to make sure.
TC.
Yes, you got it right.
Okay,
the
so
comedian TC. Yes.
Tell us about your style. I want to know what kind of comedy you coming with.
What's funny to you?
So yeah, it's just it's funny because it's just TC, not TC. It's just I went from my first so 9 years strong, and I think my success has come because I never stopped.
Right? Absolutely.
And I tell people I'm now the ink is still fresh on my divorce. I'm here with my PR. I think it's not even a year yet, but it's like I've gone through all kinds of adversity, and I never stop. And I think everybody who's successful in this game, and I say successful, when you're living off your profession, yes, you're not clocking in any. So when you're living off it, it's like, what did you do? I just didn't stop.
There you go.
And so my comedy style is something that Jay knows. It's not always the best. It's not always accepted by the gay community because I don't do gay comedy. And basically what that means is that I wasn't always gay. I did have boyfriends, and I talk about the dick too, and I talk about women. So I don't isolate my comedy. I'm not a gay comic. Now that I've gotten this new kind of residency going on, I've advanced because I didn't pigeonhole myself into gay comedy. And so a lot of the LGBT community is less supportive because I've had literally people who will say, why do you not have to talk about the dick? And I'm like, well, because I used to take it. I'm going to talk about it.
Shoot, we always conceive from the dick.
And if you go to the right stove, you can still,
get the dick. When everybody conceive from it.
It's crazy that you said that because we just asked Jaieboo how do she deal with not having support from the community, and then first thing you said was the community don't support my comedy.
Oh yeah, but you know what else? I don't give a damn because the white people do, and that's who makes me bang. Let me tell you.
Boom.
I need some sound effects.
Well, you know what?
Fired.
Well, you know what? You are on the right show because we all know.
Shots fired. Shots fired. I heard that.
$1,000 say my headlining stuff. I'm like, the way I headline and the way money I get and the respect I get from my city. Yeah, I can give a damn about an isolated.
Come on, white people.
And that's what that is.
So check this out.
I respect it.
Check this out. TC, if two comedians came together and had you, who would them comedians be? Who would your dad and mom be that's in the comedian world that birthed TC?
Really?
Samore and Richard Pryor.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Richard Pryor. Oh, hell.
And Richard Pryor definitely because
is it before he said himself?
Now that I make significantly
Coke.
I make way more money now, right?
Yeah.
And so when my shit cracked when I was living, I was like, all I had to do was remove the word nigga and motherfucker. And it was a wrap. And Richard wasn't lying. Richard Pryor wasn't lying. You remove nigga from comedy and motherfucker, you can go anywhere. And it made me so much smarter because instead of being like, yeah, that nigga over there, well, that described him, but now I got to describe, no, that man over there, tall, leaning over there. Like, I have to describe it more, which made me so much smarter, which then now made my ticket so much higher.
Absolutely.
And
I need 400. I need 400 to get me up in here tonight. 400.
I need I need 1,000 if you want it. Right.
Hey, we manifesting right now, TC. We 400 bands. Okay, we manifesting.
That's what happens when you like that. But the thing is, I'm gonna be real with you, and I'll never lie because I plan on going higher. But it's like when I first started out headlining, to me, and I was taking a couple hundred, like remember 300. I was like, but then when I crossed over past 1,000, and then all I knew was I had to remove nigga and motherfucker to get more.
That was easy.
Exactly. That's all I say to people. Is like, be smarter. Like, black comedy started me, hands down. If you can go through black comedy and make it, you got it. So when I crossed over, but about a year and a half ago, unfortunately, I decided to leave black comedy just because my shit was getting stolen. And I said, forget it then. I'm going to go over to the white. I'm going to do this. And so I humbled myself after being a headliner, doing all these shows. I humbled myself and went down to Flappers and did a 2-minute audition. Well, that 2-minute audition, the club respected me so much because to this day, they ended up featuring me within months of fucking coming, and Burbank welcomed me, the city. It was just crazy. Like, so now it's like, no, I'm not gonna come do 25 minutes for fucking $100 when they're paying me a rat. It's just stupid. It's just like, oh my God, you learn your worth, and it's not even your culture. It's unfortunate. I wish black people would appreciate each other as much so we could all make the money together. Unfortunately, we gotta make the
absolutely.
money.
Well, you know what? It ain't nothing but the colored folks on this one right here. So hopefully, we can get everyone that is involved here, and then that branches out and supports our products as we support each other, to where we do have that rainbow camaraderie. Because I'm like you, that I don't want to be pigeonholed. I don't want to be pigeonholed to a person, place, or thing, a location, a genre. That's why we call it the swap meet. Just every band for itself, whatever you want to talk about. If you healing, if you got a business, if you want to preach, if you want to confess, whatever the case may be. And it is an outreach tool, but to empower people from the LGBT community. I remember when Ellen, and I just use her as an example because it shows my age. When she first started out and she was in comedy, she did not do gay comedy, okay? But she lived out loud, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of, equate your story to that. And so as far as your comedy style, where does it come from? Because it obviously doesn't come from one place, but most of us birth our purpose from our pain or from whatever, what is it that you are laughing to keep from crying about?
So to be honest, that was a great question because I just started dating again.
Oh my God.
I'm going to share something. Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
I would never share this right now. I'm going to.
Exclusive.
Is she
this
tuned
is
in?
because I don't put my business out there. That's why I'm kind of paused. I'm so embarrassed.
Ooh, she blushing. Put some respect on her name.
Yeah. I'm dating someone right now, and I was like, but she pissed me the hell off. And I re-surrendered about 2.5 years ago, and I asked God for a seat at the table. And he put me on a path that's been insane. It's just everything I asked for ever since.
Awesome.
But including the woman I asked for. Now she's just my match. And so I wrote a new joke today about this, and I'll tell you guys, it's basically centered around, I'm going to church to tell on Jesus. I'm telling on Jesus to God because he's not taking the wheel no more. He's on break way more than he used to be. Jesus is over here now thinking I'm good. Just like, oh, okay, she good. No, I'm not. So anyway, it's all real life. It's basically all real life.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting Jesus to the party. Hallelujah.
Thank you. I like that. that.
So
giving Jesus a shot.
I have yet to write about anything that's not real. Every single thing I write about right now is something I've gone through, and so far, shit, I got a lot of stuff to talk about because this made me kind of successful.
Right. Okay. I'm just saying. I mean, you might as well, because you know what? The only thing that's really going to make that you're really going to be good at is being you. You
Hmm.
know, being your true, authentic self, real, genuine, because that is what, that's what sells. And you don't have to do anything extra. It's just who you are. It's just that fearful and wonderfully made creation, where nobody here looks alike. Everybody's got their gift, everybody's got their calling. So live in that instead of, a lot of times people try to create something that is, you know,
An illusion.
built an
Perfect.
illusion.
And it's
Right.
not. And that's the reason.
Representative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Representative. So it's funny. So I don't know if you guys can see this shirt, but it says Heaven's Gang or Don't Bang.
Hello.
And so because luckily I grow up with my friends and community, and regardless of what I did when I was younger, where I come from, it's just my past is my past. It doesn't represent anything about me right now. And so it's like I just feel like with my faith, everything's been great with faith. So I just, with Jay, I want to, when I met her, she was working with another person and I didn't really click with her colleague. And so, but when she branched out with herself and started this clothing line, I'm 100% supportive of the community, because even if I don't feel like I get support, it's just not my service. My service is to assist when I can. And so I just, I rock Jay. I support Jay. Like, I think we're a year strong now, right, Jay, or what? Like,
Yeah, a little over a year.
A little over a year now. And I support her. And so I support everything she does, because I just want to see her to win. I don't want anything out of it, just to see her to win, So
Absolutely.
And I think that's what we all share on this panel. We were attached to people in the, in the past, and it didn't work out, unfortunately. So you got to branch out on your own. But in the end of the day, God sends you the people that you need. Not the people that you want, but the people that you need.
The people that you didn't even know you needed or
that you
wanted.
didn't even need.
Yeah.
And it just connects, the connection. You're not looking for anything
In return.
other than to see them succeed what you seen in them all along.
Yeah,
I was sure finna say, how did y'all meet? But you didn't, you already
it's-
answered that thing for me.
Answer that
You
question.
see my question?
she's a great, and she's a great person to talk to. It's just, for me in my life at this point, my success has made me see really bad things in people I thought were my friend.
Ooh.
And so now I'm just so appreciative of anyone that I meet that just, I really love those that believe in God, because then I feel like we connect in a way.
Absolutely.
Say anything, but even if you don't, I don't want to judge anybody.
Yeah.
I just want everybody to win. I don't know right now. My friend, I have another friend that she's like, "Oh, you want your Jesus juice?" I just really do want everyone to win. I don't know. Something about that resurrender did.
It's that new wine.
It's the new. Man, people been telling me that for the last year. You on your Jesus juice?
Hey,
That wine, honey.
You can call it whatever you want to call it.
I just want us all to win in the end. Because
it's a higher consciousness, for the, everybody, like you were saying, everybody is not on that same thing, but anybody vibing on that level does have a certain higher consciousness. You can call it Jesus, you can call it Christ consciousness, you can call it ascended, evolved, whatever the case may be. If you can vibe and we have that understanding, then that's what makes it that glue, that that
it's no
communion
competition.
juice.
No competition. I don't like. Listen, I'm at this point in my life where I'm not in competition with no one. I'm already on the team.
Exactly.
Like, look, the whole team gets the ring. Number one gets replaced more often than anybody. I never wanted to be number one. I just wanted to be a part of the team. When I was confirmed I'm a professional comedian and living off and successful, I'm on the team. And so that's what my profession is. And now whatever anyone else does, if I can help you guys win, because I'm the plug to something else, great. I want to see you win, because that's what you do. I don't know. Like,
bring all your connects to the swap meet, please.
Everyone wants a seat at a table of success more than
Yes.
everybody wants that seat. But it's a different levels to get in that seat. And of course, like you said, spirituality is the number one, first and foremost key to that, is putting your faith in God first and trusting him, and then trusting and believing in yourself to know that you deserve that seat at the table of whatever you're trying to sit at.
Yeah.
Financial, emotional, I mean, just whatever table you're trying to sit at, you can get as long as you put God first and believe in yourself. But Jaieboo, what are you expecting for at this fashion show? What are you looking forward to bringing to us to see? And I'm, already excited about seeing what, this comedian has going on. So what are you expecting from you and also from your partner that's coming in hosting?
I'm expecting for a really good turnout. Like I'm expecting for everyone to love the show, everybody get entertained. TC hit y'all with the jokes. She probably gonna say something crazy about me, but it's cool. She a comedian. I'm just looking for, this is gonna be my first event, and so far I feel like it's gonna be a packed out event. And then I got y'all promoting, y'all coming with y'all people. We got Gwen with vendoring, and we got Miss is this Sherry? There we go. We got her. And did you tell them that you was gonna be doing the show?
Sheree.
I think she heard you.
She can't hear you. She just gave you. She just
It's
gave you 2 or 3
Sheree.
different
It's Sheree.
names.
I'm here. No, it's okay
Sheree.
because I have to you know how we do. I got the garage sale brand going on right now. This ain't even the swap meet. I'm watching on one thing and talking on another and looking at another, and child, I'm just trying to keep up.
Oh man. Put some respect on my name.
I still got it going on though. We on here. We on here. Are we not on here? Are we not on here or what?
She need that plug.
We here. Damn it.
Showing everybody my new
But go ahead, because I'm going to catch it. Even if it's on the feedback, I'll catch it.
Hey, it's like we in another country, right?
So what are you going to do? Fashion show that we don't know about, that we haven't seen, that you're excited to let the world know about?
Oh, the new merch for sure. Like I got merch that ain't even on the website. I got merch that y'all gonna be wild when y'all see it. And then
Is that what I'm wearing at the show? I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm kind of bougie. I might get
a wardrobe together. And Mama get one.
Wait a minute. I need to be hosted in the shit that they need to see. Am I wearing the shit?
She won't. Be
yeah.
Like
You wearing?
I want 10.
Okay. Go back to your question.
Question for
she won't be like Puff Daddy. I need 10
Don't be coming with no new shit, Jay. Don't be having me in last month's shit at the fucking show. Don't do it. I'll make my whole set about this.
And I got a question for the studs with bellies or the mans or whatever. Is the material scratchable?
Yeah, the shirt that you got is definitely you gonna love that shit.
I just want to make sure it ain't hugging me like that. I want to be able to breathe.
Wait, even better. I got one even better for you. You can dry that shit with real heat. It'll stay the same size. Boom.
That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
Bars.
That's all I need to know. Because I want to know for real. I want to know because when I wake up, it's like I'm skinnier than what I am. But then as the day go on, I swell up. The weight come on.
It's some real threading going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm speaking on experience.
That's
okay.
Ambassador.
Jamal said she swell up like Play-Doh over here.
I'm telling you, it's like I'm good when I wake up. I'm like, man, I'm getting sexy. I lost weight.
Yeah,
then as soon as I eat lunch, I'm like, damn.
Hey, the morning wake up is a mug. Like the morning wake up is when I try to take all my pictures.
Yeah, because you sexy in the morning.
Like my tattoos on my stomach, like I'm like, LA. But right when I eat, it's like a tire.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
I don't even know what that is.
So can Sheree?
I don't have no comment.
Did you handpick models, or how was the whole process of elimination goes for the models? Do we got some eye candy?
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Oh, she talking about she the model.
Hello. I'm eye candy. Don't,
I told you I was pretty.
TC says she
I'm not
eye
talking to
candy.
her. I'm back up at the top of Sheree because I don't know her. She just.
She
I'm
got
eye
10
candy.
outfits.
I'm
You
eye
are.
candy.
You
Damn
are.
it.
But we
Okay,
can-
now I forced you. I was all pressure. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jeff.
We need some Jolly Ranchers. We need some Skittles. We need some Starbursts. Like I'm chocolates. You know.
need some M&Ms. You need some real ones too. Don't be just because we all ain't just slims.
Okay, so since y'all talking about food, are the people with the infused burgers and waffle fries gonna be there? I mean,
They are
who is
gonna be
this with
there.
cooking with flavor?
Did you hear me?
Did y'all hear me?
Yeah, we heard you.
So,
Flavor is the name
what's
of the
up?
book. But the infused
Oh, I
people,
forgot. I can't hear
food.
Jaieboo. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, Jaieboo's talking now. Go ahead, Jaieboo.
I'm gonna answer her question, then I'm gonna go back to yours. So the burger, the infused burger, the people will be there, but they won't be serving food. They'll be doing their other products, their other CBD products, you know. And what was the other question? My models, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I gave my models the opportunity to do what they want to do. I mean, not do what they want to do, but actually what I did was I made a post inspiring models. If you want to be a model, you know, hit me up. You can model in my fashion show. I want to help everybody out. You know, I'm a model as well, and I know where I started to get there, and it wasn't easy. So if I can help you get you a headshot, you know, a photo shoot at my spot, then I'm gonna do that. So my models, all of my models versus like maybe 2 or 3 ones, my brother, my sister, and maybe my cousin or something. And then my son, of course. They all hit me up. I want a model, Jay. Okay, cool. I got you. So I think I got maybe 20 models, 10 boys, 10 girls.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But I got a lot of stuff too, so I need y'all to see all of that. I need y'all
All of that.
all of that. I need y'all to see all of that.
TC said she needs 10 outfits. She gonna change 10 times like Puff Daddy. She needs 10 outfits.
I was just-
It better be
You
exclusive.
know what?
Okay,
Hey, keep me up to date. That's all I'm saying. Let's keep me up to date.
I
I
got
bet I be on the runway.
You
It
know,
need to be
I'm
10 outfits.
clumsy. I'm clumsy as hell. I like to wear white, but just do a backup outfit real quick.
Back
It's
up outfit.
gonna happen. Like it's
Please.
I can't eat right.
So TC, when you did your first stand up, was you nervous? What ran through you your first stand up? Like I'm legit at this thing. They put $1,000 in my hand. I'm
No,
legit.
you're not taking $1,000. Oh my god, I couldn't even last 3 minutes. It's awful. It's fucking awful. Oh my poor friends. They have thugged it out 9 years. Like when you're friends with a comedian, like, oh god, there's so many awful jokes you guys are gonna hear. It's ridiculous. It's just, but you know, you get better at it. And I remember my first year, but the great thing is I was actually really funny already. So it didn't take, I started headlining even if I was headlining, I didn't become a professional headliner until about 3 years into the game. I was giving shows because I was funny and I was headlining. I auditioned for this company that I'm actually doing now that wouldn't accept me. And I wasn't ready. And I now look at the comedy sets before like 7 years ago and I'm like, oh God. I was just, because now I'm really a professional. Like I really fucked this shit up. So it's like,
Okay.
no, you know, you get to that point. It's like, yeah, I'm worth this. That's why I won't take this and I'll cancel for this. If you know, but before I had the nerve to think I was even worth some of that shit. Like right now, I'm gonna be real with you. Oakland, I still haven't been invited back. I was so awful. Like,
don't you?
Let me tell you something. I don't care because I live. It's I'm successful now, but I was it was humbling. I took a headlining show, like a gig in Oakland, and I was so fucking nervous that I took a pill. Like, what did I take? I took it was a calming pill. It was one of these herbologists gave me. Well, this shit really made me calm. Like it got my body. It had
real bad.
Like I was so like. All I know is that I just bombed.
Did you see colors and shit?
Not like that, but it was just so relaxing. It felt like a water pill because I was going to the bathroom every 5 minutes. I thought I was nervous.
Oh no.
I bombed. Oakland has not invited me back for it.
Man.
It's so funny. I joke about this. Oakland doesn't fuck with me because of this one show. And I laugh.
So I got a question, TC. As far as your material, do you like pre-write it before you start, or you just look around the crowd and you just get a feel of the crowd and you go with the flow?
Hell no, I'm a professional. That's why I can live off this. No, I have sets and I write my content. Like anybody talking about they're going on stage and just going improv, you're lying. You're fucking lying. And you're making money off that?
Nah.
You're lying.
Cause Kim Hart got a whole ride. He be lying.
No, you can't even hardly do a show like this improv.
You're lying.
You gotta have something.
Yeah, that's why Martin Lawrence shows you see people like working out because you have to go over your set. Like I just did a feature for 20 minutes and I had to go over that for almost 3 weeks because I have to be sensitive to the crowd I'm doing. Understanding that I'm not doing a black audience anymore, I'm more diverse, so it changes up my stuff. And it's just practice. And guess what? I fucked that shit up, but I still missed 2 minutes of it because I was so nervous, but I still did my shit. But it's still, I didn't do it all. And I'm not perfect. So
I gotta throw the hard question at you. With you being a comedian, and I know you've been watching the tabloids with, these celebrities, comedians get ran up on because they jokes ain't hitting well with the community. Yeah. As far as like Dave Chappelle, and how do that make you feel as a comedian? Like, where I might say the wrong word,
So, do you have security?
So
basically,
listen,
do you got security?
It's funny because, my city made me, right? So my city reps. But before I was anything good in this world, I was a blood first. And so I'm with the shit. I haven't had that. See, the thing is, it's different with me and being from here. I'm a totally changed person on God, but it's like, with all that gangbang and all that, I was heavy, like active. Mm-hmm. So I wish a nigga would want to do that shit.
Okay, I was just gonna say you kind of look like you ain't the one.
I'm wearing
listen, I have to look over there at you again because I'm not really looking at the camera, and I'm like, baby, she look like one. She might
wish a nigga
she like she'd be a Bone Thugs and Harmony, little sister. Who you kids in the Bone Thugs and Harmony? You see
that's how it is, though. God be saving those ones that will wreak havoc and destroy some stuff. Them the ones that God got to save, because otherwise it's going
you got to. And plus, the after effect of how old boy look when Dave Chappelle people got him.
Man, but that's the crazy part about it. Like they gotta do the dude like that. Come on, y'all. They could just throw him out the set. They literally just
he came for a lesson.
He came.
Hey, that man said my grandmama about to lose her house, so I had to run on this thing. But what? I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news. I'm gonna be the opposite. I can understand what the people on Netflix coming from because I can't work for you and then you dragging me in my face. That's just right. How it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But my question is, where do you see your comedy in like as Jaieboo, the same thing? About 5 years, where you see yourself at? Netflix, Hulu, your own show?
No. So as far as the platforms, I'm already on there with my movie. So I have the first cannabis movie. So and I'm on Amazon.
Yeah, what movie?
It's called The Mission. What happened is in 2020, I was sitting on my seat, like my couch, and I saw the governor like do an automatic news prompter where he's like, "Hey, he's reopening California on June 16th or 15th," and I was like, my heart dropped. And immediately I was asked God, I was like, have I done everything I need to separate myself from these other comedians? Because all I was hearing was comedians saying, my new set, but we're headliners. We all should have new sets. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to just bust a movie on these motherfuckers. And I did, and it cracked. And I don't know how. And it was like, I did it like this. The cinematography, I had so many problems, but what ended up happening was my comedy is my comedy, and I'm funny.
But guess what? That was your first.
And that was my first. Now I have my second. We just wrapped my second, and oh my God, I rented out a mansion for it. We had a great production, and it was just so much more professional. I started a performing arts company, and it just went there. But my comedy, as far as 5 years from now, I would hope to have already been some sort of guest star on Saturday Night Live, and by then I would hope to have a movie in major theaters, because this is my life. I'm not. One thing about me is I am a complete artist. So even though I have a company and everything, I really want someone to handle that, because
you just want to tell jokes.
You see great things if you just let me be very creative.
Yeah, that's what that is.
You know what? One of the best comedians out there that's an icon is doing it. Did it just like you talking about. Just led, and his name is Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
Okay, so just keep on doing what you're doing, and you will eventually end up in one major movie, and that major movie gonna open up many doors for you.
Eddie Murphy funny to you?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy is what?
Oh, okay.
Boy, you better stop putting some respect on that man's name.
No comment.
What?
Nothing.
But that makes it. How old are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Who, me?
You?
No,
I'm
you.
38.
And then
I'm 43. I love Richard Pryor. I love Bernie Mac. I love the raw, uncut, the uncensored.
You have those that have that generation.
I love Robin Harris, honey.
Eddie Murphy come from
Robin Harris and Dolomite.
Martin Lawrence is my number one. That's the end all.
Now I love him.
Is funny.
Now
I don't have anyone else.
And you know why I like them is because they take, like you said, issues in their life that they went through, and you can relate. You can relate to, like, Kevin Hart is funny at first, but he's getting a little tired out. But
a little watered
I can
down.
relate to Eddie Murphy. I can relate to Richard. I can relate to, like, I got an uncle that always drunken on the corner. I can relate to stuff like that.
I can relate to what Martin said. What Martin said. I was on that ooh wee.
And so and that was because they caught him outside, and it was true. And it's like, that's why when she asked,
that's why you can't go back to Oakland.
No, right. But you know what's so funny is that, you know why I don't care about telling the truth is because I'm that much better now. Like I'm a professional. So this is what happened. This is what happened in my first year. Who gives a fuck? I'm 9 years in. That's what happened.
You gotta have a testimony, honey.
You do. You gotta tell the truth.
So I just feel like, but when you said something about Kevin Hart, the only thing that I separate right now in comedy is I ideally want to get to Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy's level when they're doing 1.5 to 2 hour comedy movie. Wow. I'm not really. I know Kevin Hart got and they got to this 30-minute thing, and that's not enough. Like, we're at a movie theater. If you're gonna pay a movie, I want to give you 90 minutes of that direct comedy and be funny the whole 90 minutes, like these guys were. Right now. Okay. There's no one in my generation that is still able to do the Martin and the Eddies right now. Nobody.
That's why Eddie Murphy Raw is the best.
But Cat Williams was
a 90 minutes. No, there's nobody doing 90 minutes.
Eddie Murphy Raw is. That's why Eddie Murphy Raw is like. That's like one of the iconic films that everybody will watch. Cause you know the kick the ding, the man getting the ding. Everybody know that joke.
You so crazy from Martin Lawrence. Run tell that.
Easy.
It's like, even when he was talking about, you only put cheddar in the macaroni and cheese, not American. Like, but the whole so you got 6 different sets that are each 10 to 12 minutes. Like, you really,
and it's funny. And even Richard Pryor, when he was describing when he got high and he set his damn self on fire. I mean, he
it was like a match running down the street.
Yeah. He told a story. You was